Hello, my name is Rashna Palani Septil, and I'll be answering some questions today. The first question is, what is transition in special education? And that simply means preparing students for post-secondary education, employment, independent living, telling them to self-advocate for themselves, and that simply means to recognize when they need help. In addition, understand where to get that help. Also, to make sure that they do follow through with the help they do get. The second question is, when does the IEP start to consider transition services in the state of Florida for post-secondary services? And the answer is 14. But the federal law says at the age of 16. There's some belief that some people do say they need to start even earlier, as soon as elementary, even middle school. There's certain activities that they could start implementing with the students so they're ahead of the game. The third question is, what is an assistive technology tool you discover that could be utilized by someone who is transitioning to post-secondary? The tool that I spoke about is the LiveScribe pen. The LiveScribe pen is paired with the Cornell note-taking system, but the pen itself records lectures while note-taking. It can sync written notes with audio from the lecture. It has the ability to pair with notes and the audio. In addition, it helps with reviewing the information, the notes that is being taken, and that reviewing leads to meaningful connections with the content. And it also moves knowledge into the long-term memory so that students are able to grasp that information and have it and remember it and go back and because they did make connections with it. The second part of the question is, how would you utilize the tool? I will utilize this tool especially in reading, math, science, things that has foundational things that students need to remember. And the notes LiveScribe pen will be so beneficial for the student because not only that they'll be taking notes, but they'll be able to play back with and hear with the lecture. They're able to once again make meaningful connections while they are reviewing their notes. The third part of the question is, what is the cost? The cost from the LiveScribe pen could range from $159.99 all the way to $222 that I've looked up. You can find these tools online. For example, you can go to Walmart. I do see Amazon do sell the LiveScribe, and they do have it for 2 gigabytes of memory. So it also depends on how much gigabytes of memory you do want for the pen for your note taking and the lecture intake.